Hello. Today I want to kick off a series of videos on AppDingo, our communications app. When you think about wanting to send messages out to your customers, you've got a few options. Probably the first thing that comes to mind is email newsletters. Very easy to send out. Everyone gets whatever message you have. Seems like a great solution. Unfortunately, there's really no sense of urgency on checking those messages. Some people might check them once a week, some people once a day, sometimes once a month. So it's hard to say when they're actually going to receive that message, if they even do. You might get trapped in the promotions tab on Gmail. You may not make it through spam filters. There's a lot of noise, just a lot of noise in that channel. And not everyone's reading all those messages. So then you might be thinking, well, I'll use Facebook or social media, which could be a great solution. You just have to realize that Facebook, especially in the last several years, has really reduced the amount of organic reach you're going to get. So the number of people you're actually going to reach is very small, unless you're paying to sponsor that particular post. So that can add costs. And it also requires people to be logged into Facebook and checking messages. So it has its limitations. Then you might be thinking of things like maybe chat room style apps, whether it's a WhatsApp group or group text threads. Those can be very efficient for disseminating information, but they also have a lot of noise. Anytime you send out a message, everybody sees it. They can send back a message that also everybody sees. So usually it's kind of difficult to get people to voluntarily sign up for group messages like that. It's just very noisy. You might also be thinking of things like direct messaging apps, whether it's Facebook Messenger or something like that, or maybe a direct text message app. That's all fine and well, but it only reaches one person at a time. And if you need to reach a few hundred people, that's going to be a pretty onerous task on a channel like that. So this is where AppDingo really kind of comes into play, and where it can be a huge benefit. We allow you to do broadcast messages, which are a one-to-many, and then from those many, each response back becomes a one-to-one. So if you send out a bulk message about whatever offer or event or thing that's going on, and you can get responses back from individual customers, that's one-to-one private between you two. So all the other users don't then have to listen to somebody else's conversation. So there's 1,000 cases where this might be massively better for you, but I'll give you a couple different ideas just to plant the seed for you. Maybe you need to broadcast out a message about an upcoming event. You'd say, hey, don't forget, event's coming at 4 o'clock today, and that's going to pop up in their phone. They'll get a little, just like a text message pops in, they're going to see it. Just like 99% of people will read those messages, which is very helpful. So you might also broadcast out, say, a closure notice, be it a daycare or a school or a business. You can broadcast out that there's some sort of weather event and we're going to be closed for the day. Maybe you're broadcasting out a seasonal offer. Maybe you're running a special if someone gets in and does their furnace tune-up or an AC tune-up or something. It's a great way to remind people to get that done and done early. Maybe you give them a discount for doing that. Customers can then respond directly back to your message and book appointments that way, private between just the two of you. Or maybe you're going to try to use it internally. You could have maybe 6 crews that are out working on different job sites, and each one of them could be using AppDingo to communicate with you. So you can broadcast out a message, maybe it's a warning about a short day because of a weather event or what have you, some sort of reminder. Maybe they have to make sure they're using the new punch-in system, whatever it might be. You can broadcast that message out, they'll receive it, and if they need to respond back, again, it's one-to-one, so they're not disturbing the other crews. So it can be a very, very helpful tool that way. Really, the list of the ways you can use this is pretty much unlimited, but I hope this gives you an idea of just a few ways and maybe gets you thinking of how it might help you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out or check out our website, appdingo.io. But otherwise, until next time, we'll see you later.